Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me for Terrmeister Thoriffic Thursday. So, one day I had a conversation with some friends about a group of friends that I hang out with, and they basically asked me, what do I get out of it? And I had to say, well, one, I enjoy being around these individuals, and it's a time that I just can relax. And it seems as if they were really struggling with the thought of relaxation um, in a way because they're very ambitious, and comparatively I don't think I'm very ambitious compared with them, but it's okay. I have goals and I want to achieve them, but maybe I'm not as rigid with them. I know what I need to do and what I need to get it done. Yeah, we're always moving so fast that relaxation seems like something we're only going to do when we die. So forgive me for not wanting to die in order to relax. We have to slow down in this crazy world we live in, and we're so connected to everything. We want to be in a loop. We want to make sure that we know what's going on, and soon enough, I think that if we continue this, we're going to just have cell phones for heads, and all what we'll need to do is we'll be so good that we won't even need to think twice in order to pull up the news or anything else. And we have such a 24-hour news cycle that most of it isn't really stuff that we need to hear anyway. But also think about this. Can you be moving and non-productive? We always want to say that we're always on the move. We claim that we're busy all the time. We claim that we have so much to do, but do you know how it is to be bored? If you don't know how it is to be bored, then maybe you really need to take a look at what you're doing and unpack your day and some stuff that you have. So I just want to do a little something here. I just want you to do this small exercise, and it could be the hardest exercise that you probably do. So whether you're sitting on a couch or you're standing, whatever you want to do, you can stand for this. But let's just close our eyes right now. Breathe in. Breathe in through your nose. Hold it for a second. Now let's breathe out. Now, this time, I want you to put your hand on your stomach, and I want you to breathe in again. Notice how your stomach flattens. And now let's breathe out. And notice how it becomes almost like a balloon when you breathe out. Breathe in again, and this time, notice how your lungs, notice how they fill up with air as you take it in. And I want you to picture your lungs right here because I want you to really get involved. I want you to be mindful as you breathe in and as your diaphragm rises and as all of that, as the air moves into your body. And I want you to think about the blood that's circulating through your body. I want you to think about the highway that is you with your nerves and the connections there. Now let's breathe out again, either through your nose or through your mouth. And I want you now to focus on a sound. It could be a gentle hum. It could be the cars outside. It could be something. They could be moving. They could be static. It could be a bird outside singing, but I want you to focus on that bird. I want you to focus on whatever you can pinpoint right now. Because right now I hear the gentle hum of the refrigerator. And that gentle hum lets me know that it's alive. Because oftentimes we tune into sounds that we don't want to hear because we know that there's something wrong and we need to fix it. But let's just focus on something that's around you now. The sound of your kids playing, or the sound of something rhythmic. And let's keep our eyes closed. Because let's just take this moment to be aware of ourselves. We could be jumping right now, but let's stay still. It's that still small whisper. I'm reminded of Elijah in the book of 1 Kings, I believe, when God was not in the harsh fire, it was not in the big wind, but it was in a still small whisper. And that is where we can find our center. So let's just be mindful of ourselves. Let's be mindful of our hands. Let's be mindful. Let's just, as we sit in our chair or whatever, let us sit tall but relaxed. Let's think about what our toes are doing, what our legs are doing, what our arms are doing. And let's relax the face, because sometimes we're just looking and we're just so intense, and we don't need to be, because we're always thinking about how to react. But let's, in this moment, be aware of how we are. Let's soften our face. Let's soften our shoulders. Let's bring them down away from our ears. And let's just be mindful of what we're doing. And let's take this time to think about how we can be mindful of other things. Now let's open our eyes real quick and focus on a point in the room. And let's just look at it. Let's just look at it, because we often don't notice things because we have our eyes open so much. And when we go to sleep and wake up, we're so disoriented because, of course, we've been at rest. But let's just focus on something in the room and focus on the fact that we may not have noticed something where it is in the room. Right now, I'm looking at my point, and I'm noticing that there's something in the room that I forgot was even there. And that's what we can do. Let's take that time to be mindful of what's around us. Thank you so much for joining me for Terrmeister Thoriffic Thursday. I'll see you later.